The sun comes up, the sun goes down.
I don't like clowns.
Amazing.
Land.
The CAA has now concluded that the outbreak of COVID likely started due to a lab leak.
The best intelligence agency.
For years, anyone who was interested in exploring that theory, well, they were shut down, they were silenced, and of course, labelled a conspiracy theorist. The Australian reports that Joe Biden's own probe into the origins of COVID silenced intelligence agency scientists who concluded that COVID-19 was most likely genetically engineered. The Australian also reports that sources familiar with the events that unfolded in that top secret investigation said the scientists were shocked when their input was removed.
Well, no shit.
US broadcast networks ABC, CBS and NBC devoted over 46 minutes to Trump's pardoning of January 6 defendants last week. And in comparison, the networks gave just 3.5 minutes to former President Joe Biden's last-minute pardons for his family members. I mean, can you believe this?
The propagandists of a totalitarian dictatorship.
According to the mainstream media, Dr. Fauci can do no wrong whatsoever, so why would it even be necessary for him to even need a pardon?
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations.
We'll get this woke shit out of here.
Not until
Just gotten started. We are picking up the worst of the worst in this country that are making our streets so dangerous. And so, yes, we did encounter and incarcerate a Tren de Agua member, one of the ringleaders. He had warrants out for his arrest in Colorado. In fact, he was one of those that we saw on some of the video from that apartment building that they had taken over and had perpetuated so much violence there.
And I hope that just how Donald Trump is not allowing all of these different people here in America, I hope that the presidents of those other countries start banning Americans from coming to their country to see how y'all like it. Because y'all real quick to be in the comments talking about, oh, send them back. And baby, you want to be vacationing in their beautiful islands and in their beautiful waters, though, eating their food.
And I appreciate the president following through on what he promised the American people. He promised them he would make America safe, and that's exactly what we're doing.
We are in intense and scary times for so many of our community members, and federal government can implement their laws, and we are not forced to participate in their actions.
What this administration is attempting to do, he's attempting to get us to surrender our humanity. We're not going to do that in Chicago.
Well, Sean, we have some of these folks on our radar. When they commit crimes, though, in this country, we need to not release them again. We also need these sanctuary city laws to be lifted so that we can use the full authorities, that when we bring up these people and when we capture them, that we can prosecute them and that we can truly get them out of this country so that they can't continue their ring of violence. So these are the worst of the worst, and we need mayors and governors partnering with us, but we will do our job. We will do our job regardless of that, and we will continue to go forward and identify these folks and get them out.
Get them out of here. We don't need them.
Hi, Oregon. Governor Kotek here.
I will not back down from a fight. Whether it's access to reproductive and gender-affirming health care, staying on our path to reach our climate goals, protecting immigrant communities, upholding our civil liberties, and fighting for prosperity for every Oregonian.
You voted for her?
I will stand firm for all of us. To our immigrant friends and neighbors, as your governor, I see you, I stand with you, and I've got your back.
Get these dirtbags out of our country.
Don't move, dirtbag!
So with the help from the Taliban, the Biden administration spent $15 million to hand out contraceptives and condoms in Afghanistan. This after failing to convince the goats to go on the pill.
Now that's funny. That's funny.
I'm a big reader of history, and unfortunately, I think not enough people in this country understand the history and what we've just gotten ourselves into. That's very dangerous.
Well, it's about as dangerous as this next video. Has anyone done a welfare check on old Glenn?
The sun comes up, the sun goes down, and my hair is a symphony all its own. It's so beautiful. It takes my breath away.
Hey, you're gonna vote how I tell you to vote.
Similarities to what happened in Germany and what's happening now in America are just undeniable. History may not repeat verbatim, but it sure does rhyme. Governor, who's confirmed as a Department of Homeland Security, I mean, it's as she's cosplaying. It's almost a game where she seems to be cosplaying, because I'm not sure what she thinks that she's portraying here. She might as well be at Comic-Con.
She's dumber than a box of rocks.
Hi, my name is Karen, and my pronouns are they, them, and I'm a licensed psychotherapist in the states of Colorado and Washington. And something that I have been processing a lot lately is what it has felt like in the last week or so to be a non-binary person. I've been thinking a lot about the impacts of the executive order that is, attempting to say there's only two sexes, and really just actually feels like it was written by people who haven't passed 7th grade science.
What?
Is there a wild animal in our house? Who did this?
Does that smell weird to you? Smell it. Smell it.
Can you hold the fucking light straight?
To be honest, I don't know what happened, but we need a...
Yoda. Stop. Stop.
It is a messed up world.